Exclusive new reporting just into CNN about the artist formerly known as Kanye West. Several sources tell us Ye's recent anti-Semitic remarks are not a one-off, but part of his long-held obsession and his praise of Adolf Hitler.
Kanye West is now accused, among many things, of being a Nazi sympathizer and Adolf Hitler fanboy. Several sources close to West told CNN that he wanted to name his last album Hitler, and it appears that it was with great difficulty that he was persuaded against the idea. This allegation comes on the heels of him saying that Sean Diddy Combs is being controlled by Jews, and that Kanye himself was going to go DEFCON 3 on Jews. DEFCON being the illiterate version of DEFCON, which is short for defense condition. At first, one might have wondered if he was really threatening Jews or if he was just a bad speller. You may have seen Kanye's recent interview with Piers Morgan, where he laments the struggles of a rich black man. I don't know what it's like to be black, and I don't know what it's like to be rich either, so I'll take his word for it. What is important to consider is the discussion he had with Piers concerning free speech. Piers actually performed well this time. He puts Kanye at ease, stating that he wanted to give Ye a platform to explain himself, and then asks Kanye what have been the biggest misconceptions about him. But at one point, Kanye stated that he was more like the 19th century French painter Henri Matisse than Spanish painter Pablo Picasso. Piers calmly and inquisitively asked why Kanye felt that he was more like Matisse, knowing that the answer was going to devolve into an illogical word salad. Free speech is an important topic, but how much of what Kanye says should be taken seriously when much of what he says makes no sense at all? To me, and I mean no offense, he's just not that important, in the same way that I don't find the Kardashians important, since idol worship is not genuine interest, it is envy. I do respect musical talents far more than people who have no talent, but when a person has bipolar disorder and they have little to no control over what they say, it's too time-consuming to decipher Kanye's true meanings. So I usually just tune him out, especially the grandiose speech concerning his music and his fashion. Look, Yeezy shoes are objectively ugly, and I realize Adidas has to take some blame for that. But Shaquille O'Neal makes a much better looking shoe that sells for under $20, so that young children can go to school with a sense of pride and mock anyone wearing Yeezys. Look at these, they even have a zipper. That's so cool. His clothes are as attractive as anything I've seen at Burlington Coat Factory. Actually, I've seen these clothes before, but where? Ah, yes, Mad Max and Mad Max Fury Road. And what about this one? It looks so familiar. Kanye's music sounds great, but going back to College Dropout, the song All Falls Down, the best part comes from Lauryn Hill's song Mystery of Iniquity. Through the Wire sounds so good because the music comes from Chaka Khan's Through the Fire, that was written by David Foster, Tom Keene, and Cynthia Weil. He's no different than many rappers who didn't write their own music. They rhyme over already existing melodies, which is fine, but it doesn't make you a musical genius if you're only writing the lyrics. He stated himself that he can't play piano, so when Kanye compares himself to the great talents in history, is that the bipolar talking, or is this the type of narcissism Donald Trump expressed at the United Nations when he stated that his administration was the most significant in the history of the United States, a statement that was met with rapturous laughter? All I'm saying is that based on his moderate talents, Kanye West's opinions shouldn't carry any more weight than a cartoon anvil. It's beginning to look like his anti-Semitic remarks should be taken seriously, and there are hate groups who have already taken his lead. We know that violent people will take inspiration wherever they can get it. The El Paso Walmart shooting that killed 22 people was carried out by a man clearly inspired by Donald Trump. Racist speech inspires violence. Look what happened when Elon Musk tweeted that Ukraine should cede land to Russia for peace. Russian media seized upon it immediately and excused themselves for raining hundreds more missiles down on innocent civilians. In the Piers Morgan interview, Ye referred to himself as a Jew, which leads me to think that after seeing him in a White Lives Matter t-shirt, a lot of black people were thinking he really puts the Jew in Judas Iscariot. So who is the real Kanye West? An article on Gizmodo.com argues that based on their conversations with several psychiatrists and clinical psychologists, bipolar disorder cannot be used to excuse Kanye's racism or antisemitism. Their take is that bipolar disorder only removes the filter, but the source is within. Their point, if he sounds like a racist, then bipolar or not, he is one. Fortunately, there have been consequences. Those who look to Kanye West for inspiration and guidance, confusing as that may be, need to see repercussions. People need to see Adidas and Balenciaga, I don't know how you pronounce that, walking away. They need to see his social media accounts, including Twitter, suspended. Of course, now that apartheid American Elon Musk has assumed control of Twitter, we'll see if he redefines racism as legitimate political discourse. Thank you very much for watching.